What is your name?
My name is Viktória Salgó.
And where do you come from?
I come from Slovakia.
And how old are you?
And I am 29 years old.
Can you tell us a few things about the city you grew up in, your home or your family?
I come from it's not a small, it's a village called Dvori nad Žitavou. It's in Hungarian Udvar, which is actually not so far from the border of Hungary. It's in Slovakia. I'm here in Hungary now for 10 years now, and then after 5 years I realized that I'm really connected to that village. I can recall the spaces, the courtyard of my grandmother's house and everything, and I'm actually missing it a lot. And the spaces are really important, this kind of topic, because I can recall the things, the objects were replaced in the family and also in the village. And when I'm coming back nowadays, it's changing because we have new mayor and the village is developing and some things are missing and also they have new buildings and everything else, and it's strange.
What made you leave your home country?
I have left because of my mother language, because it's Hungarian, and I wanted to learn and study on university with and on my major language, my first language, which is Hungarian. I was scared to go to Bratislava or Prague to learn and study. I was scared that I won't be able to study in a foreign language. It was kind of a decision I made only because of university, because of studying something, and I was not thinking it through if I'm going to get a degree of art history in Hungary. I won't be really able without hard work to go back to Slovakia. For us, like Hungary and Budapest is like part of the historical Hungary, and we, in a sense, we are part of that as a minority of the Hungarian nation. But for me, Hungary was always a foreign country. And when I was a kid, it was always interesting to get through the border and see things like billboards and everything in Hungarian. And it was like, wow, I can understand that.
And what kind of difficulties and challenges did you encounter when you came here?
The biggest issue was with the lakcímkártya. That ID card, which is about to show your address. And I had this kind of ID card I do live here now for 10 years, for 8 years. And no one wanted to do any contract, not in I was not able to get a Hungarian phone number or a Hungarian bank account without it. So every time I was saying that I'm from the EU, I know that I can have, and after some troubled minutes, they just allowed it.
And is there something or someone you miss from your home country?
I'm kind of a local patriot, so when I'm thinking of my hometown, my home village, I do miss the landscape, the smell. When I always feel like when I'm crossing the border, that the landscape is changing, and it's in reality it's not changing because like it's the same, but I feel that I'm home because we have mountains, and in Hungary there are like really beautiful places, but there is no mountains. Like Kékestető is not the high Tatras. The license plates of the car are with the Slovak numbers, and from that I can feel that I'm home. And also I do own a car here in Budapest, and I do have a Slovak plate, a license plate, and I'm proud of it, and I do not want to change it.
If you had the chance to speak with policymakers or politicians from your host country, what would you tell them?
Like I have several suggestions would have to the government, but the most important is with the parks, with the trees. They are destroying the parks. They are destroying the trees, like 100-year-old oaks and everything, and you cannot breathe in the city. I would tell that you are responsible for the things you are doing. In Hungary, the power, the governments do whatever they want to without asking anyone. They're just doing what they are like, and it's frightening. And now I can say I could decide to move another country if I really wanted to, but I do have the life here. I think I will stay, but I was not aware of when I choose to go to university to Budapest, that if I choose this university, I will stay here forever, and that's not a great feeling. I just realized that I do really love being international, because when you see more of Europe or of the world, you're getting familiar with a lot of things, not just with nations, not just with, I mean emotionally, you are getting more intellectual. In general, I would like to be happy about my life, my family, my work. I don't really want to miss huge things in my life, and I don't want to be really, really far away from the spaces I am familiar with, even if it's my grandmother's courtyard, even if it's my flat in Budapest.